members of the Pride, and welcome back to another episode of Animallica. So, we still have a lot more rearranging to do here. We need to basically just find a place for all of our commons and put them all up where they're supposed to be. And I just realized, I don't know why this didn't occur to me before, but I can just, I don't know why it's doing that either. Oh, hello, pick up, there we go. I can just go through and pick up each one of these things. They don't need to necessarily follow me, although that's a, wait, why are they not, that's weird. So sometimes they want to be picked up, sometimes they don't. Can I pick you up? Wait, I can. There we go. So what I can do is I can go through and I can pick up all of the common animals that I have and relocate them out to Alaria, which is kind of what we were thinking of, and that way I can just put all of my rares and legendaries into this place right here. Now, so yeah, I've still got plenty of room. I am not sure off my head how many actual rare birds I have, but I am thinking that I'm going to keep all of my rares here in the chicken coop. And I apologize ahead of time, guys. I am having major allergies today. I can't put off recording. I have to record today. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of episodes. I'm running out of everything. So, all right. I see. Yeah, these are all. Yeah, so these are all just standard birds. So we can relocate all of these birds. And I will leave the chicken coop open to any rares that I come across. Come on, Caesar. Let's come over to here. And I can't, honestly... Why are we not interacting things here? I don't know what's going on. There we go. For some reason, today, we are being difficult. Okay, so... I think you're a rare, but I'll pick you all up anyway. Yeah, I thought you were a rare. So we'll go ahead and put you back. Oh, hello. There we go. And we'll just put you back. And... Alright. I don't see any other wolves, so we'll go ahead and just leave you in here. I'm sorry, I'll find you a buddy as soon as possible, but for now you're going to be alone. Let's come over to here, and... do we have rare rabbits? I honestly do not have... I can't remember. Do we have rare rabbits? Is that a thing? I cannot honestly remember. So, we will pick up all the bunnies that we can, because I'm sure I'm probably running out of space here pretty soon. And then we will put the rare ones back, if we have any rare ones, which I can't honestly remember if we do. Oh, yeah, okay, we're... Alright. We are out of space. Okay, so regular. Okay, so all the bunnies are standard bunnies. So no rares. We've got... Okay, so we've got a large pile of... My wolf skipped there. I've got a large pile of standard, regular, everyday animals. Let's go put them on Alaria. So, and just a heads up, guys. Today's episode is pretty much just going to be this. We're going to be doing a lot of relocating to Alaria so that we can be set up for future animals. And You know, this is part of the catch and release program that I had always intended to do, or at least had planned to do. You know, a whole lot of episodes ago. Once I realized that there was just going to be no possible way to be able to have every single animal located on my base, it's impossible. There's just too much going on my base, and I need to remove some entities. If this gets bogged down, no big deal, but I can't be having my base bogged down with entities. I need to be able to get in and out of it. But if this gets bogged down, you know, no big deal. So, tell you what, this is as good a place as any. I mean, I know for role-playing purposes we've been keeping everybody away from the wolves, but the tamed animals don't hurt each other. We already know that. So, let me go to my gear, and I probably should have done this to begin with. But, you know. These are the things you do. I am so stuffy and drippy today. I feel really bad that I'm trying so very hard not to sniff in your ears, guys. So I really do apologize if I do. But it's either sniff a little bit or have snot dripping down my nose, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see that. You know, call me silly. I kind of have the feeling that's not something you're interested in watching. All right, let's boom, 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 and let's put down some chickies. So, hello, there we go. Am I too close to the? Probably too close to my horse. Yeah, I'll bet you it's because I'm too close to the horse. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing in this particular episode. We're going to be gathering. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm taking off before I should be. I need to just like move over a little bit, and boom, 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 and just move over a little bit and put these guys here. I'm like about to take off to get another load, but that's not how it works. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm kind of realizing that this project that I'm taking on is gonna be huge. In fact, it's gonna be kind of intimidatingly big. And I've put in a suggestion to the Animallica dev team to suggest that perhaps it might not be a bad idea to implement a new building that just sort of automatically redistributes cured and tamed animals back into like the wild, into a place that you have chosen for them. Enjoy your new buddies. Okay, and that's everybody. It was well received. Most people kind of were like, actually, some people were like, well, but it's the whole point of the game is to collect all these animals and be able to rescue them and do all that. And I get it. I do. Some people are going to want to do this by hand and just do it one by one by one, and these buildings wouldn't take away from that. You still can if you want to, but for those of us who are taking on these massive projects of trying to capture every animal in the game and then somehow relocate them and keep them safe and be able to put them back, there needs to be some sort of way to be able to implement that other than just poor little Scarlet. I mean, Scarlet is one woman, for Pete's sake. She can't be expected to just go through and do la-di-da-di every single thing. if they can automate the collection of vegetables and fruits and foods and metals and wood and all that, why can't we automate the placement of animals in a new area? I mean, I'm not saying that we, and I actually kind of want to be able to have another building where I could, like, plop this building down, just like boom, and it would go out and find all the common animals, and it would be slow, of course. It wouldn't be just like plop it down and they're instantly all picked up. But you could plop it down and then, like, I don't know, every 6 hours or so, every 12 hours, whatever, another animal, another common animal on that particular biome here, this is, this island here, would get collected and put into storage, and then Scarlet could go pick them up, cure them over here, tame them, do all the stuff she's got to do, and then go and put them in the rehabilitation center, and the rehabilitation center would put them out onto the area of your choice, which, like Alaria or Slice Land, or maybe just like an area that's been cleansed, that Scarlet has cleansed. It would actually make sense that the animals be allowed to be put back into the habitat they started in. So if if Scarlet were to make a rehabilitation center and then go to Cultsburg goes, clears out the area, all the contamination is gone, hooray, yippee, yahoo, we can now designate, and then so the rehabilitation center basically goes and takes those same animals and goes, boop, and they're there, and they are officially cured and rehabilitated back into their own biome. I think that's a fantastic idea. And it would save an enormous amount of work, because otherwise what you're talking about is, first of all, you got to collect up all the ingredients for the cure to begin with. That's a big, huge job right there. You guys have all been watching me. That's huge. You know what? While I'm doing this, I really should be collecting more animals. For Pete's sake. That just all by itself is an enormous job. Just collecting up all of the stuff needed for the taming potions and the curing potions and all that stuff, that's a huge job right then and there. Then, once you make it all, you have to go through each one of these animals and... Can I not? There we go. Then you got to go through each one of these animals and you have to cure every single one of them. And that's a pretty big job. And... Hello. Excuse me. And again, okay, there's a certain amount of satisfaction to that, and there's some fun to that. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. But when you're talking about literally just hundreds of animals, you're getting into some pretty serious amount of work. And it sort of stops being fun after a while and starts becoming tedious. And I don't know, I personally kind of think... Is that everybody? I guess I got everybody. Okay. I personally think there should be an option. Okay, so you're a rare, you're a rare, you're a rare. Of course it would be the reindeer. Oh, and the pie-eyed deer. So, okay, let's put these guys back. So, I mean, of course there's something to be said for being able to do this yourself. But when you're talking about a massive project like what I'm looking at here, you need to have something that's going to relieve the tedium for a lot of players. And for me, there's a lot of this would be tedious. I mean, we're talking about a fairly significant job here, and I want to be able to have the opportunity to, because not only is it going to be a huge job going out and collecting them all, holy cow, that's going to take, I'm not. It's not even going to be hours. We're talking about days, days upon days upon days of going out and trying to find each and every single one of these animals. It's an impossible job. I mean, you could be here. I know people who've been playing this game ever since it first came out and still haven't collected all the animals. There's a huge number. And it's understandable for you to be able to kind of go, well, I mean, good grief, how many animals is there? You know, after a while, it starts getting a bit much. Okay, so all these guys are regulars. They're not rares. Very good. Okay, so I think we went through and did all of the horses, right? Did we? I think we did. I think all of these are currently rare horses. I'm just going to pick up a few just in case, because I can't remember if all of them are. So I'm just going to pick up several of them, and if they're all rares or whatever, then I'll just leave them as is. Because I don't think all of them are. Alright, let's look at what we got. No, they're all rares! Okay, so... oh, hello. So... Okay, I thought I had done these, but I wasn't for sure. So now that I know for sure, I won't worry about these guys. And if I overlooked like one, then oh well, so be it. You know, if there's like one common horse amongst the rare horses, then, the other horses I'm sure will accept him. You know, it's not like horses have like a human society where, hey, hold on. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Nobody said you could leave. I distinctly remember telling you that this is your spot right here. So don't be trying to get out and wander around. Shetland ponies. I mean, am I right? Alright, so I know the pandas are all rare. And even if they're not rare, they're rare. So we're just gonna leave the pandas as is. The bears. Are both of these guys rare? I don't remember. Okay, this is the Olympic bear. So good old Pawpaw. Wait, did I rename? Wait, did I rename this? No, this is Hercules. Did I rename Hercules Pawpaw? I don't remember that. Hercules. Pawpaw, the Olympic black bear. So developers, maybe something to pay attention to. Just saying. Okay, so these are that's our legendary. I know the Olympic black bear is definitely a legendary, so he can stay here. The standard black bear is going with me. Did we? Okay, so this is red and blue, right? Yeah, that's blue and that's red. Okay, So red and blue can hang out in here. They're perfectly fine in here. And if we come across any other legendary or rare cats, we can put them in there. That's fine. All right, and then this is the pen for the cubs, the gorehound cubs. And I guess if I've got a pen for the gorehound cubs, I guess I probably could go and rescue some of the tamed ones in Corpse Harbor. I don't know. I hadn't really intended originally to have any tamed monsters. The only reason why I grabbed these is because they're cubs. I don't know. I am uncertain. Okay, so all these kitties, I know that most of them are just standard kitties. I'm pretty sure most of these are not. Okay, I believe you are, but we'll pick you up anyway. But anyway, what I was saying before, I'm sorry, I got distracted. What I was saying before is that since we're talking about such a massive project of trying to get all of these animals just collected. Just collecting them is an enormous task. And then getting them all cured is going to be amazingly huge just because of the sheer number of ingredients that we're going to have to farm. All right. All right, so you get put back. All the rest of you go with me. Oh, I'm sorry for sniffing in your ears, guys. I really am. And there. Okay. And enjoy yourselves. We're just. I guess the long story short is, this game is enormous and requires an enormous amount of work. And I'll grant you, that means that you're going to be playing this game for a long time. But does it? It could just as easily mean that people will start going, man, this game's a lot of work. It's not really worth it. I'm bored. What else can we do? And so my thought is, what if we just had a second option? An option to be able to automate some of the animal stuff. Not to do like the legendaries, and not to do the rares, but to do the commons. Yeah. Just to be able to go, the rares and the legends, leave that to the player. Sure. But the commons, I don't see a problem. I really don't. Okay, so let's switch you out, and you out, and then you, and you, and you. And you're all rares. And all of, oh, you're a rare too, even though you're not. Hold on. Sometimes it does that. Has a little weird graphical glitch. Okay, so all these guys are just standards. Alright. Let's put you all back. And there you go. Alright. Go, enjoy your lives, have fun. Alright, so we have all of the rares. Finally, we have the sheep. And I think some of these are going to be rares. I know some of these were the evil psycho sheep that were here from before, that I had to sort of shoot in self-defense and capture in self-defense because they were psycho sheep. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say psycho sheep, go back and check out some of the previous episodes where we come across sheep in the game. Long story short, the sheep were acting like wolves, and it was really possible to die to sheep. So there's that. Okay, so the rhino. I want to say that the rhino is a rare. No, he's a standard. All right. That's right, because that was the rhino we found in Akali Desert, isn't it? Which you would think would be in a... I mean, how many rhinos are in the desert? Probably a lot more than I think. Oh, see, we're starting to get that graphical tearing. Oh, and the dogs. Yeah, we need to do something about the dogs. Ugh. That's another thing. It's like I'm gonna have to do something about the puppies too. I mean, my thought was I'm just gonna cover the place in puppies, but all these entities. Of course, the fact that I'm about to remove, I've removed a ton of entities. I'm sure will help a lot. Oh my God, the graphic tearing. The fact that I'm removing all of these entities is going to help considerably. I am going the wrong way. We want Alaria. There we go. It's going to help a lot with those kind of slowdowns and graphical problems. Just because we're removing entities that the game has to track. So maybe we can leave the dogs for the time being. I really do like having lots of dogs on the island. I mean, we can relocate them to Alaria, and I think they'll be very happy on Alaria, especially next to the house over there. What was my load here? Okay, we've got cattle, we've got foxes and sheep and pigs and kitties. You know what? Why don't we just go up here and start placing some stuff up here? I mean, we don't really have to have a rhyme or reason or anything to the placement of these things, do we? I mean, I wouldn't think so. Maybe, just kind of go, okay, here's a nice little, secluded spot here. Let's put down the rhino here.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe over here, up in this area here, we'll come over here and we'll go sheep, 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 and we'll just, we'll let the sheep hang out here. I mean, do we really need to have a particular rhyme or reason to it?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, animals will roam where they're going to roam. So, who's to say that, there aren't going to be sheep up in the mountains and rhinoceroses in secluded alcoves? We don't know. See, here's a piggy. And you look alone here, buddy. So, let's just go ahead and give you some company. There and there and there. There you go. Now you're not alone. You are not alone. No one is alone. Alright. Then up here, I'm thinking cows. Because cows. Here and there and there. Grab this and let's head back down here, because as I recall, I've got a bunch of kitties in this area, and we can add our kitties to the existing kitties, right? Yeah, look, we got all these kitties over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and kitty, 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 kitty. And kitty, 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 and kitty. And that is my alarm telling me that I have run out of time for this episode. So I think I'm going to run over this way, deposit the rest of the animals. And I think that will officially have caught us up in terms of relocating our animals. Yeah, you know what? This is a nice place to put all the foxes, and why not the bear? And here, and here, and here, 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 and here. And, stop that. And let's just, let's put the bear over here. Because bears. Because bears. Alright, and I believe that should catch us up with all of our catch and release to date. We still have an enormous number of animals to capture. We still have a lot of animals that we've already caught that need to be tamed and cured. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. I mean, holy cow amounts of work ahead of us. And we still haven't explored everything in Animallica. We still have at least a couple of biomes that we haven't even really looked at. We have Snow Ridge that we haven't looked at. We have Eagle's Nest that we haven't looked at. We have Damba that we haven't looked at. And those are just the three that I can think of. There's still a lot to be done in this game. So I think it would behoove the developers to create a way for us to be able to automate the rehabilitation of the animals to some extent. You know, let there be a way for us to hire villagers to come and work for create a settlement to go out and capture commons and remove them from being infected. Put them in a place. Let Scarlet pick them up. Let her go cure them. Let her, keep all that collecting and creating of curing because she's a scientist. Totally makes sense for her to do that. Then let us have, create a rehabilitation center to, like a second rehabilitation center, or because I was thinking call the first one a game preserve, and then you build a game preserve on like say for example, build a game preserve on land base, and then the land base goes out and gathers the commons, like I was saying. Then we have the rehabilitation center where once they're cured, you put them in the rehabilitation center. You say, I want these guys to go to land base because, or maybe just have it automatic. Maybe the animals, if they can be, if the area is cleared, they automatically go back to where they came from. Problem solved. And I think, I kind of think that would be, I don't know, I consider that an elegant solution. And I don't know anything about programming, but I would think that wouldn't be too hard because the animals already exist there. You're basically just changing the models from the diseased model to the clean model, or to the cured model, and just leave them in place in the existing area. But it's only possible to do that once the area is cleared. Yeah? Yes? Maybe? Your thoughts? Leave them in the comments. I actually would like to know if that's something you think would be good for the game. I personally think it would be. Because as you can see, we just spent how many episodes trying to relocate just these few animals that I have out to the out to Alaria, and I mean, that was tedious. I won't lie. That was 2.5 episodes of doing nothing but moving animals. Holy cow! And how many episodes did it take to collect all these animals? How many episodes did it take to find all the stuff to be able to cure? I'm just saying that this is a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's terrific the way it is. But I think it needs some quality of life updates. And I think that would be a good quality of life update that if a player doesn't want to utilize it, they don't have to. And if they do want to utilize it, they've got the option. So that's just my thoughts. And in any case, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are amazing, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on. What do I do next? Alright, Fabulous Tom. We'll do Dumba.